there, everyone. Welcome to another Facebook Live here on the Alter New Facebook page as well as the YouTube channel. I hope you are all fine today, and I'm so happy to be here today to do some crafting with you on this chilly, rainy Thursday evening. Hi, Xiomara. How is everyone today? So happy Christmas, a little bit late. I hope you all had a nice festive season with your loved ones and that you would be able to experience some joy and happiness. So today we're going to do a little bit of crafting. It's been a while. So at the moment, I'm not crafting a lot. I'm only doing one live session a month. And this is my little crafting time. I'm busy with lots of other projects, more in the publishing world, so that's a different story. So I'm so happy to be with you today so we can craft a little bit together. Happy holidays as well to you, Sue. Hi there, Laurie. So I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to pop on and then we can start crafting. So today I wanted to create 2 cards and I wanted to create lots of layers. So when I started scrapbooking and when I started crafting, I used to add lots and lots and lots of layers to my pages. So I thought it'd be nice just to go back to that kind of passion I had for layers and lots of little bits and pieces. And so I pulled out some of my Alter New supplies. I've only got old stuff. I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten any new stuff since last May, I think. So there we go. I'll show you some of the supplies because I have to kind of get my other camera working. It should be working. I don't know why it isn't working. Well, it's switched off, so I'll have to switch it on again and then probably it will work. So I'll have to do that. Well, let's just do that now. And then I'll show you the supplies. So I'm just going to switch this on again. Oops. There we go. Up. Okay, let's just pop that back on there. Oops. Give it a good screw. There we go. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it's been a long time since I've used all my supplies, so I'm a bit rusty in getting everything set up. Come on, get in there. There we go. So it should be working now. Let's just see how that goes a bit later on. There we go. So I'm going to switch it down, then we can just check if the camera is working and everything. And let's just see how this goes. See, it's working. So let me just switch on a couple more lights. There we go. That should work. I'm just going to move it a little bit along so that I can get my whole. Oh, there we go. So here are all the supplies. Let's just zoom in a little bit. So I've pulled out 2 sets of washi tape. I have got so much of this tape. I thought it'd be nice just to start using it. There we go. Hi there, everyone. Hi, Melanie. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Thanks for my hair. Yeah, I've been embracing my curly hair. So I've kind of found a routine of how to get it looking good. And this is my 3rd day hair, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, I think it's the last live of the year, and there isn't anyone to comment with me. So I don't know how I'm going to do this to put all the links in there as well. I'll try and link up any of the supplies, but I did write them down here on my little piece of paper. So this is the brush grid washi tape. Let's just see if I can look it up at the same time. So the brush grid washi tape. There it is. I can pop it in. There we go. Let's just pop it in there. Trying to do two things at the same time. So this is the brush grid washi tape. This is a lovely washi tape. I think this makes... Oh, something... What went wrong? I'm not going to reload the page. I hope you can still see me because it says something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I might not pop any links in because then I'm just afraid everything is going to... Okay, let's just... Okay, it seems to have gone, so... Okay, let's just not put in any links. There we go. Okay. Yeah, but when I popped in the link, I kind of got a message that something went wrong. So I might not just do anything. There we go. So the brush grid washi tape, just to show you, it's this really lovely, fun background, which I think is perfect. And it's also great to use on for scrapbook pages because you can cover different sizes of paper and use them, like create your own pattern paper with it. I've also got this one, which is the dotted wide washi tape. We also have a less wide one. So, okay, let me just see. I didn't cut it off straight, so I'm going to have to fiddle around getting it off here. Okay. So this is the dotted wide washi tape. I'm really afraid to pop the link in. That Restream is going to say I did something wrong. There we go. So, I'm trying to get this to pull off evenly. There we go. So there you can see it. There we go. So this one is lovely as well. It's this kind of random dotted effect, which I think is great. Okay, there we go. I might just cut this a little bit. And I think everyone has stolen my scissors. So I'm going to have to try and find scissors. So when my boys needed to wrap their gifts, I think they stole all my craft scissors. So I'm going to go and have to go hunt them down. So let me just try and cut this a bit. There we go. There we go. I've got a kind of a straight line. There we go. So those are the two washi tapes I've pulled out. And then as for the stamp sets, oh dear, what is going on here? I hope my connection is good. It should be okay. Everything on my side is showing all right. Yes, I can't see anything on my screen either. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Everything is frozen. I don't know. I think it's working again. There we go. Silly internet. It says... I think there might be an issue somewhere. I don't think it's my connection because it says it's good, but I don't know what's happening right now. So let's just hope everything works. Otherwise, I'll try and get the... There we go. So let's just get started. We've got the pen sketched silhouette die set with the coordinating, stamp and die set. And here we've got the pen sketched flowers. So they are very similar. I but this is the outline and this is the inside of it. So there we go. And then I've also pulled out a couple of dies here. This is the Linear Crossroads die. Okay, thanks everyone for chiming in. I don't know why it looked all pixelated. It even looked funny where I was. So that's strange anyway. Then here I've got the gem frame die, which is really pretty. And then I've got this burlap texture die. There we go. So I'm just going to close the door because they're talking upstairs. There we go. Let's just close the door. And I'm back. Thanks for sharing, everyone. I'm so happy it came back, Lorraine. So those are the 3 die sets. We'll just see which one I use. I thought these would be great to add another extra layer to our little card. And then I also pulled out these, the One Go Birthday Greetings die. It does come with a stamp set, but I'm just going to use the coordinating die set here. So I think I've mentioned everything. I've also pulled out my inks, but I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use just yet. So I just pulled out all. I'm going to be using my mini cube inks, which I've got here. So I've got them all ready to go. And I've also got my woodless watercolors, which was still on my desk from the last live session. So I thought I might just keep those there, just in case I wanted to add some little details. So let's get started. So, okay, first things first, we're going to create our little flowers. So I'm going to start with the pen sketched flowers, which you've got here. And it's a lovely set. It's been well used and well loved. And it comes with the coordinating die set here. So I'm just going to stamp. I think I'm going to go with either this one over here, which is really nice and long, because I'm thinking of the structure of my card. So the idea is that I have my card with a background, a die on top, then the stamped image, and then on top of that, I'm going to have the sentiment. So I'm going to have my 3 layers there. So I would like something that doesn't hide one of these dies too much. So which links? They should be working, the ones that I posted in the comments. So let me just check that. I'll try and pop in the links maybe at the end, because I can't do both at the same time. But I see that Sue is popping in some links. Thank you so much, Sue. So the pen sketched flowers. So I'm going to stamp one of these elongated stems on there. So this one, or I really like this one as well. It's got larger flowers, so I think I'll go with this one. Oh, thanks, Tracy. No worries. We'll just do it like this. And I'll try and pop in all the links at the end if anyone is interested in the product. So there we go. Let me just pull out my acrylic blocks. I'm just going to use the acrylic blocks today, just to keep it nice and simple. So this one is just an outline. So I'm just going to stamp this in the black. And for this one, I'm going to keep it really, really simple and just show you how you can create a very simple card without too much color. Just using a stamp, a washi tape. No, it doesn't. Suze, you can only post them on Facebook. I can try and post them. It's just the last time I did it, it went all wonky. So I'm afraid something is going to go wrong. So there we go. I've just stamped that image. It's nice and crisp because I used the obsidian ink. Don't worry about it. I'll try and post it at the end. Oh dear. When I looked at it, the washi tape said it wasn't sold out. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh yes, the brushed grid washi tape is sold out, but I think the dotted one is still available. Dotted wide washi tape. The dotted wide one is still available, so you can still get that one. There we go. Yes, it's lovely, isn't it, to use with the blending brushes, Mela? I'm so sorry that it's already sold out. So there we go. I've just stamped this image and I'm going to cut it out immediately. That way, let's just pull out those. Just pull this one out. There we go. Got the coordinating die out. Just need to get the washi tape, a little bit of tape, not washi tape, a little bit of tape here. There we go. I'm really rusty. It's taking me such a long time just to stamp and to die cut. So I'm just cutting this down a little bit to size so I can use it in my mini blossom. No, that's still a little bit too big. Let's just snip it down a little bit. That should fit now. Yay! I don't need the little metal shim. So here I'm just using the Altenew mini blossom. So this is the mini blossom die cut machine. Yes, there is one. There we go. There we have it. Look how pretty. I mean, just like that. It's very pretty. There we go. So here we've got our lovely cut out element. Okay. So let's just put this to one side. Okay. So now I'm going to get my cardstock and I'm going to cover it with my washi tape. I'm just going to have a look because we don't have the, I think I'll use the dots because we don't have the other one. Well, the other one isn't in stock. Let's just use the dots. And what is great about this wide washi tape is that it just fits perfectly over. So I'm just going to kind of adhere that to my craft mat, and then I can really place it nicely so that it fits the whole card. There we go. And then I'm just going to gently just push this all the way down, and that way you get no bubbles or anything. And then all I need to do is cut it. Let's just get my little craft knife here and just, there we go. Yay, Christian, you've got the dot tape. That's perfect. There we go. And then usually what I do is I just kind of flip it over. That way it stays nice. And then you can just kind of cut off the outer edges along the card if you want to. Pretty easy to do. I mean, washi tape is really easy. There we go. Didn't cut all the way through. So I'm just following the edges of my cardstock. Ooh, oh. There we go. A little mishap. There we go. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just cut off this outer edge. That way I get a nice, neat cut. There we go. Look at that. That's in 1, 2, 3. We've got a fun background. There we go. So you could just pop it on like that. You can see it already looks really, really nice. But I'm going to add a little bit more detail. So I'm going to use this burlap texture die. And I thought it'd be nice just to add a little bit of glitter to the party. I'm just going to check. I don't think, does the burlap die fit into the mini blossom? I don't think so. So I might just have to get out my larger die cut. Let's just pull it off. There we go. So this one is really, really fun. So let's just take this one out. Yes, you can, Tracy. It's great. We do have some, I've already done that in the past with some of our florals, and it works great as well. There we go. So this will work really well at the background. But I thought it would be nice just to use some of the glitter cardstock, just to add a little bit of sparkle. And I really liked this one, which is called Purple Galore. You can't ink blend. I don't think so. You can't ink blend. You do need something which is going to. This is a very smooth surface, so you need ink that will stick to this surface. And if you want for blending, I don't know which Altenew ink would work for blending. Maybe. Probably the ones that you can also use on fabric and heat set. So it has to be an alcohol ink anyway. So here I've got this one, which is really pretty. I just hope it's going to cut through. So I'm going to use this one because I think it's really nice and sparkly. So let's just pull this out. It's just, I know that our glitter cardstock is pretty thick, and this is a very fine die, and I don't have a shim for my large cutting machine here. So I'll probably have to do the trick. So I think I'm going to do it like this, and maybe I'll just try and put on, I'm going to add the metal shim from Altenew, just to make sure that I get a little bit of extra pressure on there. And let's just pop it in. Let's just push it through. Good. It's like a full workout, this. There we go. But I think it has gone all the way through, which is a good sign. There we go. So let's just pull off the edges here. Okay. Let me just get my little rolling tool here. Good, because now I need to kind of get all those little finger pieces out of the middle. So let's just go like this. I've got all the little cubies in the middle to get out, so I'm just going to use my little rolling tool here. I did have a little mat to go with it, but since I put a lot of things away in storage, we're just going to have to do it like this. Let me just continue getting all these little bits out. Oh, Sue, you are a star for putting in the links on Facebook. But I will try and put everything in the comment section afterwards. So don't worry about that. And I don't know who's going to pick a lucky winner at the end of the Facebook Live. There we go. There we go. Look how we got it, everything out. Look how pretty that is. And now I've got lots of little leftover cubes here. I'm just going to put them to one side because I think these would look really nice maybe on a layout as well, like instead of confetti. Yeah, probably the mixed media inks would maybe work on those. Oh, just look at how pretty that looks. Oh, I love that. And I don't know if you can see how nice and sparkly that is. Just that little bit of sparkle looks amazing. So let's just stick this down. Okay, now that's another issue. How am I going to stick this down? I really feel so bad. I haven't crafted in such a long time. I don't know where I put like half of my supplies. Let me just get out some glue. Do I still have glue? Yes, I do. But I'm sure my boys took stuff. Because they do like the old to new little tape rollers. So I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of this tape on here. Make it nice and sticky. There we go. There we go. I'm going to do that afterwards. There we go. So, and here I've got my little flower. And I'm just going to add a little bit of purple to that as well. I'm going to use my woodless watercolors for that. So it might be fun just to add a little bit of color. And got some nice colors in here. So I've got a little bit of midnight violet, and I'm going to pop a little bit of rubellite in there as well. Yes, that would be a great idea as well. Let's see. Should use them as shakers. Yeah. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the purple in here, just to kind of you could also do this with the alcohol markers if you wanted to, but I'm just going to add some of the woodless watercolors in here. I'm just doing this really, really simply. That. And you've already got a couple of lines here, like the sketched elements, which can help you where you're going to put like your flicks. I'm just flicking a little bit of color in there, and then I'm going to add a little bit of that rubellite as well, just to add a little bit of shading. And you could have kept them just black and white, but because we added that little bit of glitter, I thought it would be really nice just to add a little bit of color to our floral images as well. just to make it a little bit colorful. There we go. Just add a little bit more here. So I'm just going over it a little bit, just adding color as I go on, as I work through the different petals here. Just add a little bit more here. There we go. Oh, I think that looks so, I don't think you can see it. I'm just going to try and hold it up. There we go. You can see just that a little bit of color in the center brings it really all together. Ah, there we go. I don't know, did I get the time mixed up? But usually it's at the past, so there we go. So let's pop on our little floral element. There we go. Because we are going to create lots of layers. So I've got the first layer, which is the background, the second layer, which is my little die cut elements, and then I've got my floral image here, which I've just colored in. So we've got our lovely dotted white washi tape. We've got the burlap die set. Hi there, Angel. And then we've got our one of the pen sketched flowers here, which I've just colored in and cut out. And now I'm just going to use a little bit of New dimensional tape to stick down. There we go. I've already misplaced my scissors, so let's just do it like this. And this is also going to hold that burlap die in place, because the problem if you've got a washi tape background is that the surface is really, really smooth. And so if you're using like the New roller, like the tape, this one, the glue in the tape glue, I don't know what it's called. Sometimes it doesn't stick too well, but I have noticed that the dimensional tape does stick really well. And because we've got our little like centerpieces here, if you pop on a nice white piece of tape, it will keep it all nice in place. And sometimes what I do is I will take a stapler and just add 2 staples in the center. That's usually what I do when I create with lots of layers. So there we go. Here you can see how the card looks. I think this is so pretty. Imagine all the colors you could create different shades, just like use a different color for your background, a different glitter cardstock, and then you just add different shades to your floral images. And it's so easy. You could create like batches of cards, but each time a little bit different, which I think is great. So let's have a look here. We're going to add a little sentiment. So I'm going to use a sentiment from the pen sketched flower set. These are very easy. We've got one which is Be Happy, which I think is really pretty. You are so thoughtful is really nice as well. Always thinking of you. I think I'm going to do the Always Thinking of You. And because we're creating lots and lots of layers, I'm going to pull out my One Go Birthday Greetings die set. And what's fun is they're all, look, you get all these die cuts. So I'm just going to cut a whole series of dies. I don't know if it won't fit, so I'm going to use my larger die cut machine for this one. So I've got a nice piece of cardstock here. I'm just going to cut it down to size. There we go. So this works. So I'm just going to cut out the dies first. And then The ones I have left over, I can use later on a different project. Probably on my next live. I really should try and craft a little bit more, but I'm going to start working on a new fun project, which is an English manual for French-speaking students. So that's going to take up a lot of my time. Okay. But I'm sure crafting will... Oh, I didn't put it on. Let's put it back in there. So you can see it's been a while since I've crafted. Why is it cracking like this? There we go. So there we go. There are all our little dies. Oh, is it blocked again? Okay. Let me just see if I can fix this. On my side, everything seems to be working, so I don't know what the issue is. I did have an issue with Restream this earlier on, so I don't know if that's it or not. Okay, I don't know, a glitch somewhere. But I have noticed that when it's raining where we are, our internet goes like a bit funny. So maybe it's just something like that. So I'm going to pull out a die that would fit my little sentiment here. Oh, this one looks nice. I think this one is going to give this one a go. So I'm just going to pop that onto my acrylic block. And let's just pop this like so. So I'm still on my old internet provider. In a couple of days, we'll be switching. So I hope it's going to make things better. There we go. Thinking of you. See, it's loosening. So let's just pop some tape on there as well. Just going to add a little bit of extra foam tape on here on my die because it's not sticking too well. So there we go. It's going to be a very dimensional card. There we go. Up, and let's just... I'm just going to pop it in the middle there. There we go. And there we have it, our first little card. It's really, really super duper easy to make, and you can make lots and lots of variations of it. So card number 1 done. Let's go on to card number 2. And because I don't have this washi tape, because this washi tape is sold out, I might just go and have a look for another one which we could use. Maybe with a little bit of color. There we go. So let me just go and pull out. I don't remember the name of this one. Oh, Nancy, it must be that. Full moon explains everything. I've got this lovely pink spotted one, but I don't know what it's called. Let me just see if I can find the name again. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find this one. It's one of the wide washi tapes, but I don't remember the name exactly. I'll just find it. This one I always forget. I don't know why. I just see. I do hope it's still in stock. No, it's not the Cosmic Berry splatter. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. It's the Gold Splatter Blush Wide Washi Tape. There we go. The Gold Splatter Wide Blush Washi Tape. Thank you, Tracy. There we go. So I thought we're going to use this one. It's sparkly and it's fun as well, and it's got a color. So that one will be nice to use. So just pop our little card to one side. And let's pop our little die cuts to one side as well. So we're going to stamp another little image once again. And this time I thought it would be nice to use our pen sketched silhouette. There we go. So this time I might use this a long one here. So what's the difference with the other pen sketched one is this here you get the inside, which is all colored in. Whereas on the other one, you just get the outline. So here I'm going to stamp it as just like that. Let's just see if I can get it all onto my block. There we go. So I'm going old school and using my acrylic block, and I hope I can stamp everything in one go. So because we've got a nice pink here, I thought it'd be nice to also have kind of a pinky shade, but maybe a little bit darker. That would work well with this one. So let's just have a look here in my little ink pads. So the only pink ones I've got are the baby pink, the magenta, and the fuchsia. So I think I will use the fuchsia, and I will go in with my woodless watercolors once again, just to add a little bit of depth and dimension. There we go. And probably I will use once again the Rubelite and the Midnight Violet just to add in some coloring onto the solid stamp. So let's just get this stamped. This one has been used a lot, but I might just give it another little prep here using an eraser. There we go. So I'm using the mini cubes because I kind of put all the larger ones away in a drawer. I do like using the mini cubes a lot. There we go. And then I can just stamp it onto the cardstock. Let's try to get everything onto my little piece. Give it a good push. There we go. Ooh, very nice. Look at that. That's so pretty. Let's just quickly give this little stamp a clean. And pop it away because I have the tendency to leave things lying on my desk, which isn't a good thing. Then I put away the stamp sets and I forget where the stamp comes from. There we go. Now, what's nice about this is if you get the pen sketch silhouette stamp set as well, the sentiments are different from the pen sketched flowers. That's a tongue twister. Okay, so before cutting this out, I'm going to add some little details. I'm not going to use the Rubelite. I think it's going to get lost in there. But if I use the Midnight Violet, I think that would work really, really well. So I'm just going to add some shading here. Well, I might just use the Rubelite just to kind of blend things out. So where did I put? There we go. Just to make sure that everything is nicely blended. Oh, that's going to be so, yeah, that works really well. So I'm just going to add a little bit of detail to the bottom parts here. Thank you for sharing. So I'm going to add the Midnight Violet and then blend everything together using the Rubelite because it's very similar to the color fuchsia here. We'll blend everything nicely together. And this is just going to add that little bit of detail and make these floral images just a little bit more interesting than if it was just one color. I'm trying to follow the lines just to make sure that you can identify the separate petals of the images. There we go. I'm going to just add a little bit here to the leaves as well, just the outer edges, just to give them a little bit of depth. Now I'm going to go over all the colored parts with the Midnight Violet. This is just going to blend the colors a little bit more together. The Rubelite doesn't do much for the pink that's already stamped, but it does kind of soften the Midnight Violet and kind of blend it in. So I don't know if you can see that, just that little bit of difference, that little bit of Midnight Violet gives, just adds a little bit too. And you could add more if you wanted to, or leave it a little bit more subtle. I'm pretty happy with how that looks like that. It's very subtle. I do like it. There we go. So now that I've got that, I'm going to cut it out with the coordinating die. There we go. Getting the dies off the backing is always so hard. Sorry for the noise. Oh, there, got it. And then I can just pop it over and cut it out. There we go. A little bit more tape. There we go. And this one I can pop in my little die cut machine. It's a lot easier than the big one. Oops. Stay put. I might just add a little bit more tape at the bottom, just to make sure. There we go. And let's just pop it through, make it a little sandwich. There we go. go. This one doesn't want it. Maybe I should have used the... There we go. Come on, up. Just pop this little inner section out. And voila, we've got it. Now, once again, we're going to make a little background. Ooh, I don't like those colors together. This one is a little bit... Well, let's just see. No, I don't know if this one is just a little bit... The colors don't work well together. I don't like it. Let's just see how that looks. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to look nice or not. I'm a bit hesitant. Because otherwise, oops, okay, that just fell on the floor. I thought it might be nice to do something like this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm not going to use the washi tape because I think it's the colors. This pink has more of like it's not the same. I don't know. There's something about it that I don't really like. It's a bit too soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lovely glitter cardstock as part of my background. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Nothing wrong with a change of plans. So I'm just going to add a bit of tape on the back. And just pop it in the center of my cardstock, my white cardstock. Okay. I'm just going to cut off this bottom section. Yeah, there we go. This is really, the glitter cardstock is really thick. There we go. And then I think it will be interesting. I don't know which one I'm going to use. If I'm going to use the gem frame die or the linear crossroads. I think the linear crossroads would look really nice. So let's just pop this one out. See, this would look really, really nice. There we go. And this fits in my mini blossom, which is a good thing as well. And I'm just going to take a little bit of white cardstock. Just quickly cut out some white cardstock with my scissors. There we go. I'm going to pop that on there. Let's just make a little sandwich. There we go. Pop it in the mini blossom. So much easier, the mini blossom. There we go. And you could make a whole rainbow with these. Like you could create, 7 of the same image and just go like red and pink and whatever color you like. And that way you have an array of colors. Okay, oh, now I have to pull this out. Let's use my little trick, which is to get a little bit of tape. There we go. Just if it will come. Yes, but I need one of the outer images to pop. Come on. It's so nicely cut that it's stuck inside. Let's just kind of push this through then a little bit. Let's just try again. Let's fit pieces here. There we go, got it. I need my little roly tool again. Come on, up. There we go. This is the fiddly bit. I know, Tracy, it's a lovely combination, isn't it? I love it too. I have to be careful not to use it all the time. I would go pink and purple and pink and teal and purple and teal. Come on, little bits. Okay. Okay, I've got some little bits that don't want to come out. Come on. Just kind of pop them out like so. I think some of them didn't cut all the way through, which does happen sometimes. So I'm just going to take my craft knife. So you see, this is real-time crafting. Sometimes things don't work out as they should. I'm just going to go around the edges to make sure that everything pops out nicely. There we go. Come on, little pieces, pop out. Okay, I'm just going to have to make do with that. Let's just see how that looks. If we kind of try and pop those where the larger flowers are, we won't see them. There we go. Let's just do something like this. There we go. No, that won't work. Oh, let's just pop this in. There we go. Just needs a little bit of patience. There we go. Up. Just pull those out. Why does this always have to happen when I'm on a Facebook Live? Come on, pop out. There we go. Another one. Yay, they're coming out now. If I can get these two out, I think it'll be okay. Whoop. Okay. Oh dear. Come on. Okay. I'm not going to fiddle around anymore. There we go. We can kind of mask the centerpieces that you want. That's perfect. There we go. So let's just pop a little bit of tape on there. So where is my go-to 3D tape? So we still have to make a little sentiment as well. So, there we go. That looks nice. And when you're using like little die cuts like this, don't be afraid to, you don't have to use it like so. You can place them like in a different direction, even though the lines are urging you to put them like that. Don't be afraid to pop them in a different direction. So once again, I'm just going to add a little bit of extra tape on top of that die. There we go. Oops. Especially because here we've got some glitter dye, so we really need something that will stick to that. There we go. Look at that. I know. Some of them will remain. I've never really invested in a very, like, I do have the little shim for the old to new little die cut machine, but I didn't invest any in another one. So there we go. Let's have a look for another little die. And I'm going to say grateful for you, my friend, because I am very grateful for you today. You've been very patient with me while I fiddle around and get everything done. And you can see I'm very rusty. There we go. So I'm very grateful that you have stayed here and watched me craft away. There we go. There we go. Oh, so pretty. And once again, going to cut off a little bit of my dimensional tape. You can never have enough dimension. There we go. So lots of fun layers here. I don't know. Where am I going to put it? Maybe at the bottom this time? I think it'd be nice to put it at the bottom. There we go. Yes, thank you, Angel, for popping by and popping in all the links. There we go. Oh, I think this is my favorite one. It looks so pretty. There we go. So let's pull out the 2 cards. Where is my other one? There it is. So the idea was to create 2 cards with lots of layers, and I think we've done just that. So this one was using the dotted wide washi tape, then the burlap die, and some glitter cardstock. And then I had the pen sketched flowers where I added a little bit of color using the Woodless watercolors and then a sentiment on top. And this is kind of the same idea, but I didn't use the washi this time because I thought I would be using this one, but the colors didn't fit. So I went with some glitter cardstock on my white cardstock. Creates a nice white border as well, just to get that contrast in. Then I used the, what's this one called again? You can see me and the names. We haven't gotten any better. I still forget the names. Oh, that's the burlap one. What's the name of this one? Well, let's check. Well, there we go. Oh, God, I'm really bad at this. Oh, forgot the name of this one. I popped it in somewhere. Well, anyway, a fun little background die there. Then we had the pen sketch silhouette stamp set here. So one of the elongated floral elements, which I stamped in fuchsia, and then I colored in some some of the detailed elements using woodless watercolor, pencil, midnight violet, and just to blend everything together, I used the rubelite, and then I popped on a little sentiment. So there you go. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you've picked up some, yes, the linear one. Thank you, Stacey. I hope you picked up some ideas and that you will add some layers into your next cards. There we go. Let's just pop up my face again. There I am, all red from sitting under my lights. So here are the two cards. There we go, if you want to see them in a different perspective. And you can see how nice and glittery they are. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I wish you a very, very happy new year. A huge shout out to Angel, who has been popping in all the links to the products we use. I hope you have a fantastic year, that you have lots of love and joy coming your way, and also lots of crafty fun. So I hope to see you in the next year with more Altenew inspiration, even though I'm not crafting a lot, but it does bring me great joy to sit with you once a month and to craft away. And I do hope you pick up some ideas. So thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for sharing. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye, everyone.